The sun has risen once again. It is time to bring your very best into Smite Arena.
Okay, so that was pretty interesting. Hello, everybody. Raincloud here, bringing you guys some commentary. I have been busy with my thumbnails. As a matter of fact, the later it gets in the day that I don't upload something, let's say it's a Monday. If it takes me until 10 o'clock at night to upload, and I still don't have a thumbnail, when I get to making the thumbnail, it gets to be around 11:20, and if I don't upload before that, then I am screwed. So why mention that at all? Because this is the reason. I want to show you guys exactly what I put into to make my thumbnails. So I'm gonna say that. Just gonna say it right now, right here, right now. It is hard work for a 1280 by 720 image that is going to get compressed down to less than that. But it's worth it. I really love some of my thumbnails. I'm glad that I make thumbnails, and I'm glad that I have the ability to load those thumbnails onto my because yes. So here's the thing. I don't save my thumbnails. I should. I've started saving my thumbnails to a different folder. What I do is I replace the thumbnail from the previous video. I just replace it. I rename it. Every time I make a new thumbnail, I replace the old thumbnail, keep the same name. The file output is JPEG, and yeah, I know JPEG. I shouldn't, but you know it's easy. Why not? And I name that thumbnail Raincloud Plays 2.jpg. Not because there was one, but because for a while, one of my thumbnails would not load into YouTube, and it was just Raincloud Plays. So I changed that to Raincloud Plays 2, seeing if the original file was corrupt, and then I deleted that file. Turns out it was just YouTube. It was on YouTube's side. So without further ado, I actually recorded myself doing the thumbnail for this video, and so I'm going to play that right now. So that is the extent of the work I do for my videos, and I'm glad. I'm proud of the things that I do for my videos. Right. So okay. So the thumbnail says thought exercise, a thought exercise, and I was thinking this today when I went to of all places, McDonald's, and I was thinking this usually comes to mind. What I was thinking was, what would I do if I didn't have to worry about making a living, right? If all of my bills were paid for, if everything if I was financially stable. So basically, if I didn't have to work a day in my life. Um, I think I think Office Space put it better, but the amount is off by about several freaking uh, decimals. And not decimals. Why decimals? Anyways, the question is, what would you do if you had $1 million? And because $1 million doesn't do much anymore, I decided to adjust it and say, what would you do if you didn't, if money was not a big thing, if you didn't have to worry about and in Office Space, they explained the thought experiment as whatever you would say, that's what you were going to become, basically. So if you said that you wanted to work on cars, then you would become a mechanic. And if you wanted to read a lot of books or do nothing, it's just basically if you wanted to read books, then you would be like an editor or a talent agent or a writing agent. And I was just thinking to myself, what would I do? What would I do with that kind of money? Like, if I had money, what would I do? I wouldn't have to work. And I am taking the question literally because the answer surprises me. Really, what I would do? I would watch movies. I would get a lifetime membership to AMC or Regal and just go every day. Would that get boring? Probably not. I would be watching something I enjoy watching. I enjoy watching movies. I don't know about you, but I love watching movies. And not just like action, like any kind of movie. I've seen my fair share of chick flicks, although I guess the politically correct term would be romantic comedies. I've seen my fair share of action movies. I've seen my fair share of thought-provoking movies. One of my favorite movies is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I've seen. I went to go see the Alien vs Predator movie, which came out 2005, I believe, maybe 2004, and that movie sucked. But I still want to go watch it. I gladly spent money to go watch that movie. I regretted it, mind you, but that's what I would watch movies. I would try to make my own movie, and that's something that Kevin Smith has said before in the past. Is look, you don't need $1 million. You don't need an exorbitant amount of money. You don't need a triple A budget. You just need the passion for it and some capital. I think he made Clerks on $100,000. Although don't quote me on that. He made Clerks, and that became a worldwide success. It is one of the most beloved movies out there, and for good reasons. This is a good movie. The acting kind of off every once in a while, especially the scene where they're talking about the Star Wars um, third movie after A Return of the Jedi, and they're comparing the the Death Star from the first one and the third one, uh, the fourth one and the sixth one, and they're saying, like something is off, and we all know what that is. It's basically contractors were killed by the rebels, and the rebels are coming. Well, so some of the acting in that scene, it's stunted. You can tell that this was their first time acting. I know for a fact that Vanda was, and Dante, that was their first time acting. Seriously, now they're like good actors. They don't suck. But if I had that kind of cash, if I had nothing to worry about, I would try to do something in the entertainment, like movies. If not watch them, then then make them. I would try to I would try to make my own movie or have somebody make the movie. I would try to invest in that because I I don't know. It's just it's a love relationship for me. It's not a love hate relationship. I like horror movies. I want to make my own horror movie. I want to make my own zombie movie. And I've worked on a script that, as of yet, has been unfinished, and I should finish that. But how would I get to record it? Because I don't have a camera. I've been saving for everything. I saved up for this computer so that I could have something to edit it. And for the time being, YouTube videos is what I am focusing on. And if I do make my own movie or short, I would load it to YouTube first. And if I do make my own movie or short, it would be loaded. I would upload it to this channel. That's what I would do with $1 million. What would you guys do? Actually, with $1 million doesn't do anything anymore. That's just a very low number now. Um, So basically, what would you guys do with a crazy amount of money? What would you do if you did not have to work a day in your life? Because there is something to that thought exercise. If you don't have to work, then you would pursue your interests. You would pursue your dreams. You would do what makes you happy to make yourself happy. And I think that's an interesting thought. I think that that is a wonderful thought experiment. I don't know about you guys, but I find it interesting. I just found out recently. So okay, I'm done talking about what would you do with $1 million or what would you do with any sort of money. And I just recently found out that I will be going back on the road soon. I don't know for how long, but I think the business has picked up. So I will be once that does happen. My schedule is gonna change. I'm not gonna make Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos. I may end up skipping one of those days. I will be making either Monday and Wednesday skipping Friday, or I will be making Monday skipping Wednesday and making Friday, or I will be skipping Monday altogether, going for Wednesday and Friday. It depends on when it does happen, and it's been a while since I played Smite. This is my first time as Raw after the video that I made a while back, and I don't know. Like my last two LOL videos, they suck. I'm not the best support by a long shot, and I did get a kind of criticism. Like it was harshly criticized. Um, Not that I didn't welcome the criticism. I welcome criticism. I don't care. But saying that they said that the reason why I'm doing bad is because I suck, not the fault of the game, and I never actually played League of Legends. I know I suck. I know I suck at League of Legends. There's a reason why I don't play League of Legends, and that's because I suck. I simply suck at it. That's the truth. Not blaming the game, not blaming Riot. So pointing that out there. The second thing that was brought to my attention, we had a death in my family, and I actually wrote about it on my Tumblr. If you guys want to go check that out, I'm gonna put the link in the description. I, my dad informed me about the death, and it made me realize that well, not necessarily realize, because I think about this all the fucking time. It made me realize that we are temporary. We're not immortal. We won't be here forever. And I know for a fact that my dad is getting on in years, and by getting on in years, it's a not a possibility. It's a certainty. It will happen. He will die, and I will miss him. And my post basically it I don't know it states just that I don't know what I would do, and I already lost a family member back in 2000 2001. I want to say I think I was in middle school, so maybe 1990. 98, 99, and what happened was my cousin was working as a taxi driver, and he got mugged. He got stopped, got mugged, and then he was killed. And that's how I lost a family member. Um, I hadn't thought about that forever. My aunt died. She's the person that died recently, and back around the time when we found out that my cousin had died, that my cousin was murdered, we also found out that my aunt had taken a bad fall and she was in critical condition. We didn't know if she was gonna make it, and so my dad congregated us in the living room, and so we prayed for her. And now she's gone. She perished. She's dead. She won't be with us. And this aunt of mine, she took care of my dad when he was young. Because my dad lost his dad, my grandpa, and my grandma when he was very young. Not both at the same time. I think my dad was already in medical school or practicing already when he lost his mother, my grandma, whom I've never met. My dad he was born in around 45, maybe 46, so my dad's pretty old. And I miss him. I miss my dad a lot. And that just made me think about that. And it depresses me to think about that, because I don't know what I would do if my dad were to die. I don't know what I would do at all. It's such a weird thought to have. So I guess you would call it morbid. It's a morbid thought just to keep thinking about death, and it happens. There's no changing that at all. It's going to happen. We are not forever. We won't last this. We will eventually shuffle off this mortal coin. But what are we gonna do? We're mortal, you know. And I don't know what happened here. I was playing the game and I saw that stutter. I think it was lag, if not on my end, then on server end. I don't know. I know that not Smite. Hi-Res Studios. What the fuck is wrong with me? I can't think. I know Hi-Res Studios got DDoS last week, if not earlier in the week. So I don't know what happened there. But so as I was saying, we are coming up to the end of the video. This is one of the what I was saying was, it just I don't know what I'm gonna do once he leaves this planet. Once he shuffles off this mortal coil. And I don't know what it's a scary thought, really, to lose a family member. That's it for today. That's it for the video. Coming up to the end of it. If you liked what I was talking about, you can leave a comment, subscribe, like it. If you didn't, you can do the opposite, not subscribe. You don't have to share my videos, but I would appreciate it. You don't have to comment. You can dislike it if you didn't like it. So yeah, I will see you guys on the flip side. Yeah.